Galithimo, 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 the Science Scout, Galithimo, 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 the Science Scout, near, near.
To get worksheets, go to theradstuff.wordpress.com. Then scroll down until you get to the essays or posts I've done. Click on the worksheet files for Introduction to Solids. Then scroll down until you find the one you want. Let's do the first one for now. This is from episode 1, Labeling the Microscope and Looking at Solid. It is the worksheet for labeling the microscope, and this is the front side. If you click download, it will bring you to a new page, and it will ask you if you can label the microscope. This is the worksheet, and in order to print, you'll right-click it. Then say copy image or save image, but for now we'll just copy it. Open a Word document. Get a new blank document, and then paste or put the document on it. It might not fit the page, but to do that, just move it until it does. And then click the print icon on top of your page and make sure it gets the right color and the right printer. Make sure you have the correct copies, and then press all of your pages and click print. If you also want to do it a different way, you can click File when you're on the page, and then press Print here. That might be the easier way. To get to the back of this page, you will go back to the website and back to the post on it, and then download the back side. And then there are also keys for it, so you don't have to go over it by yourself. This is how you would get worksheets from the Science Scout website. Now let's go over the worksheets. If you go to Label the Microscope on the front side and you download it, you'll see that you have a microscope picture with numbers on it. And then you can see that it says that there is a back. So this is the picture your students or you will use to label the microscope. If you go back to the other worksheet, which would be the back side, you would find what different parts there are and a word bank that you would use to label it. You will need both sides of the paper to complete this activity. If you want to find the key without actually going through yourself and checking it, you would only need the back side, and this would be the key for all of the parts. The next worksheet would be the notebook checklist, which only the teacher needs. This is the front, and these are the things you will need to check off to make sure that your notebook has. And then you can see the grade for it if you get the back side of the rubric, and if you get one correct, you get a 20, and then if you get 5, you will get 100. You will go back to the quiz, and then you would go to the quiz, and this would be in episode 3 because it has the episodes underneath it to see which one it was from. But if you go to the quiz, you will get 3 of the questions, and then if you go to the back, you will get the 2 left over and 1 answer choice from number 3. And then the keys would be for both of these, the front in the back, and the answers are in red, but sometimes the teacher is getting the choice of choosing what is correct. This is from episode 3 and 4, but I just list 4 here, and it's a PowerPoint review. And then this you would have to download from here on the bottom of your screen, and this is something you go over so you can see what to go over and what's going to be on the test. It has 4 questions, and if you go to actually looking at it without clicking from side to side, but if you play from start, you'll find that the answer comes up after you have already read the question. And then, if you go back to the rad stuff, you'll see the test pages. There is a front side, a back side, and then the same thing with page 2. So there's many different pages, but it's a test, so you just staple it together. And also, when you go through with all of these, you need to put these in a binder or in your notebook holder. I am not gluing mine in. I have a separate binder for the rad stuff and the science gal, but if you could fit them in your notebook, then you could do that. Put them in there. Then you have the same thing. You have a key for these. And some worksheets don't need a key, but the only one I think in this playlist that does not is the notebook check. These are all the keys for all of this. And if you find something that says the Science Scouts episodes mainly 1 and 2, that means that this is where you will find the answer to this, is if you watch the videos or episodes. And then that would be for the key, and each test question is worth 8 points except numbers 12, 13, and 14. Those are each worth 4 points. This totals up to 100% if every answer is correct. And that would mean that on the test, each question is worth 8 points, but 12, 13, and 14 are worth 4 points. And if they miss 14 but get all the others right, they would get a 96. And that will be the same for all of them. This is how you would get your different worksheets. And if you would like to see what something is about, you could go back to the home page, go to where the worksheets are, and click Worksheets in the playlist one. And then you would get all of these and you could see what they're about. And then if you would like to see, or if you have any questions about one of the worksheets, you can email me here, and you don't even have to put anything but your name, email, and if you do have a website, but it's not mandatory, and then your message about the playlist worksheets. And this is how you would find different worksheets and what you could do to do them. Just fill them out and check them with the key. Come back soon for more rad stuff, and in 2 weeks, we'll be looking at liquids, dyed water, because remember, we need to go from easy to hard, and just looking at plain water is hard, but if we look at dyed water and then other things and slowly move to water, it'll be easier. Come back soon for more rad stuff.